Hey there, Transformers fans, MVious Cosplay here, and today we're going to take a look at the Flame Toys Optimus Prime Shattered Glass Model Kit. So, this is an alternate timeline version of Optimus in which it's like a role reversal. The Autobots are actually the bad guys, and the Decepticons are the good guys in that universe. So, yeah, this was a pretty interesting kit. Some of the colors I was not exactly too happy with the with how they were printed on the plastic. So I had gone ahead and done some repainting. And without further ado, here is Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. So here he is. Whoop, let's bring the camera up a little bit because he is a bit tall. There we go. Alrighty. So what I did here was, let's see, let's use his energon axe for my little pointer here today. Oh, actually, I have a pencil here. This will work a lot better. So, I left the blue alone. The blue was fine. I was fine with it. I painted the eyes red, even though that the plastic on the eyes was clear, but because there is no light piping at all on these model kits, I decided to paint the eyes instead so that it gives them a bit more life. All the sections in black, they were originally in this dark brown plastic. I was not too happy with how that looks, so I gave it a black color scheme. So everything that you see that is black would have been a dark brown. The only thing that I kept the dark brown was the neck piece. Hopefully this picks up. Yeah, it's like a light, it looks gray, but it's more of a dark brown. Not a fan of that, so I gave it that. The plastic was a light purple, but I wanted it to give a bit more of a dark color scheme, so I gave it a purple lacquer paint job so it looks a bit more metallic. There are quite a few stickers on the sticker sheet, but I only used some of them, so I only used the... Is that coming up on camera? Barely. Okay, there we go. So I used the purple Autobot logo, the two green stickers on the abdomen, the gold stickers here on the front skirts, and the 4 green stickers on the upper thighs, as well as the silver stickers on the wrists, here and here. And I also, there was supposed to be stickers up here on the head as well. So up here on the silver area, it's supposed to be green, but I just found that odd. Why would there be green on top of Optimus Prime's head? So I painted that in silver, and on the sides of the cheeks here on his face, the silver parts were supposed to be stickers also. And lastly, no, actually, oh wow, I forgot to paint this part. Whoops, my mistake. But these silver areas here on the legs, as well as the on the rib cage here, those are supposed to be stickers, but I had gone ahead and painted those in silver. Alrighty. So that's that with the paint and stickers that I used. There is flaws with this kit. I'm not gonna lie. It was the same problems that I had with my Generation 1 Optimus Prime model kit. So it was up here in the left arm. It looks like it's the right arm, but going this way, it's the left. So the peg that connects into the bicep here, it was not going in compared to the one on the right. So I had to thicken the peg with some acrylic paint as well as some hot glue. And just like my Generation 1 Optimus Prime, there is problems with the shoulder things here. However, it's not the polycap that's the issue. It is this little black piece right here. The piece does not actually fill in the groove where it's supposed to go. And there is a hole for the peg to slot into, which is being covered right now here. The peg is too short. So, like I did with the connection with the peg here on the left arm, I had to do the same thing with the shoulder pads, just so that they can be able to hinge up and down. It's not much, but it's something. It's such a pain with this figure. I mean, this model. I'm not sure if that's the case with all these Flame Toys kits, but the finished result is nice. It's just that they need to do a lot of work. Alrighty, moving on to the articulation. The head is on 2 separate ball joints, so it can pretty much have some good bobbin motion. It can look up this much, look this far down. It can do a 360. Not sure why you would, but it can. The arms can go 360 degrees rotation. Shoulder pads, I don't want to mess with those, and I'm not going to mess with the left arm here for the bicep swivel, so I'll do it on this arm. Rotation here. Pretty good double jointed elbows. There's a joint in here that allows the wrist to actually hinge in and out to give some more range of motion. And the hands are on simple ball pegs so they can rotate and swivel around. I think the body is the best part of the articulation for this kit. So he can pretty much bend this far back, and he can move this much forward. I find it really cool that there is 3 separate body parts for the torso, so you have a really good range of motion here. Oh, I almost forgot. The shoulders can also have a good butterfly joint that hinges out pretty far. That's pretty impressive. Excuse me. The front skirts can lift up. The back skirt cannot. Oh, and I highly recommend you glue this because it is very loose, as well as the front skirt. The legs can go this far out, but because of the tires, it's pretty much hindered. They can go out this far. The knees have a pretty decent double jointed knee there. The feet can pretty much go up this much up, this much down. They do have a pretty decent ankle rocker, but there's also toe articulation, so you can have him more in a lighter stance due to those toes being able to rotate. A downside to this kit, another one, is that, well, it was my fault mostly because I did spray paint this kit. The joint up here is a bit, no, it just doesn't even rotate anymore because it's so tight in the slot that the little joint here does not rotate. The only articulation I have is for the legs to go outwards when attached to the bar peg here. And this bar peg is connected, so it is a bit of a pain to get these legs to be articulated separately. Moving on to the accessories. So he comes with 2 pairs of hands. Right now he has 2 fists on him, and he has 2 holding hands, which also double as trigger finger hands. And speaking of, he's got his ion blaster. Again, this was molded in a dark brown plastic, so I'd gone ahead and painted this in a matte black. as well as his Energon axe, which was also molded in a dark brown plastic. So I gone ahead and painted it matte black, as well as I painted this area of the axe silver and this little gas tank here silver. The sticker sheet comes with metallic green stickers, but I was not a fan of those. It just looks it looks really off. So I just gave it a metallic teal Energon blade. I know the teal is more of a Nemesis Prime color, but I think it does a pretty good contrast compared to the purple. Plus, I don't have metallic green paint, so stand in. It comes with two weapon holding storage options. It comes with this one here. I'm not too fond of this one because it's really loose on the weapons. So I'm using the other one here. This one is a bit more subtle. And to attach the weapons, there's quite a few peg options here. You have two up front and then two here on the Ion Blaster. So you could put it, well, either up here or further down, like so. Then just peg it back onto his back here. There's a slot there. And there is Shattered Glass Optimus with his Ion Blaster holstered. And you could also do the same thing with the Energon axe. So there's 4 pegs. So I usually tend to use it on the higher one. There's that. I really wish there was 2 slots or somehow that you can have it going this way horizontally, because it does look a lot better going this way. But because of the shoulder design here, I think it was a good choice for Flame Toys to put it like this. And now that I have, this is my second Flame Toys kit, let's do a height comparison. So here is Shattered Glass Optimus, and here is my pride and joy. Here is Generation 1 Optimus. So they're pretty much about the same height. It's just that with the exaggerated design of Shattered Glass Optimus here, the shoulders, he does seem to be taller, but they're pretty much about the same height. Yeah, they are. So let's give Shattered Glass his Energon Axe and Ion Blaster. And this has been my review of the Flame Toys Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. Thank you guys and gals for tuning in, and I have more reviews coming out in the following few days, so please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as well as that notification bell. Alright guys, see you at the next review.